Welcome you all to meeting number 270 of Toastmasters Amrita Bengaluru, titled The Final Year. Now, before we move ahead with the meeting, I'd like to reiterate the three ground rules which we follow in all of our meetings. The first one, as Toastmasters, we do not talk about topics such as sex, religion, and politics, so kindly refrain from discussing such topics. Secondly, as this is an online meeting, please ensure to put yourself on mute when you are not speaking. And thirdly, kindly turn off all noise-making devices such as television, radios, or your mobile phones around you. So I'll give you 5 seconds to do that. Right. So moving ahead, I hand over the meeting to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Sanidhya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aaryan, and greetings to all the Toastmasters. I welcome you all to meeting number 270. Now, before we go ahead, let me officially open the meeting. So, I declare meeting number 270 themed the final year open. Now, before starting, let us get to know the club mission. What is our club mission? So, we provide a positive and supportive learning experience where members are empowered to develop communication skills and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. So, this was our club mission. Now, coming for the announcements for this particular meeting. As of now, we have completed the list for Secret Santa that we are, organizing this year for all the members, and we have obtained 20 participants for the same, and the pairing has been done. Number two, the new member orientation program by the District 92, that is called Aram 2.0, has been initiated. So I request all the new members to register for that and drop a confirmation to either me or Toastmaster Aaryan or Toastmaster Mansi. So these were the announcements. Now I see that we have a few guests in this meeting who will be attending this meeting with us. So I would request the guests to introduce themselves one by one. So let's start with Toastmaster Nipun.
Hi, hi, Toastmaster Sanidhya, and good evening, everyone. So I am invited to today's meeting for a speech evaluation, and I will be working towards that later on. And to give a quick background about myself, I am part of Shall We Talk Toastmasters Club, currently serving as a VP over there, and excited to attend this the TAB meeting for I believe the last meeting of the year for TAB, right?
I mean, I think we will have one more meeting before the year ends,
Okay.
but then yeah, one of the
Then
last
second
meeting of
last
this.
meeting, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
So
thank
thank you,
you.
Toastmaster Nipun. Toastmaster Bala, can you please introduce yourself for the club?
Sure, just give me a moment. I'm turning on my camera.
Sure.
Hello, everyone. My name is Toastmaster Bala. I'm part of Technopark Random Toastmasters Club as well as TCS Random Toastmasters Club. And the second one is the club which I chartered. So I'm a bit proud of that as well. I work with TCS as a business development professional. And today I got this invite from one of the groups. I thought I'll just join and see how the meeting is going, and I really look forward to a great meeting today. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bala, and welcome to the meeting. Definitely, and definitely, I agree. Being a charter member is a great feeling after all. So, congratulations to you on that. Can I ask Toastmaster Mamta to please introduce herself? Toastmaster Mamta, are you there? Yes. You're on mute.
Basically,
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, it was showing me unmute, so that's why I was speaking. Thank you for inviting me for this meeting, and it's pleasure for me. And Mamta Garg, working as a module lead in Finova company, and the life purpose is to be happy and healthy and enjoy the present moment. That's it.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta. And before we begin, I would actually like to thank Toastmaster Mamta, Toastmaster Manoj, and Toastmaster Nipun to help us complete the role takers list. So thank you for taking up roles in the club. Now, moving forward, I think talking about the final year, being college students, final year can be considered as one of the most important aspects of the college life. It's the time where you are about to, you know, move into a different segment of your life altogether. You'll be completing your college, or maybe going for higher studies or going for jobs and everything. So I think uh, our final year student, Toastmaster Shivansh, will have a lot to talk about it for this meeting. So I'll hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shivansh.
Thank you, Toastmasters Sanidhya. I hope I'm audible and visible both. All right. So the final year, I can see one more guy here from the final year alongside me, my batchmate and my classmate Daksh Doval, Toastmaster Daksh. So I took this topic because this is currently the most pressing question and the most important phase so far that I have come across in my life. You talk about the JE phase, the 11th, 12th, and for me, the drop year included to the 3 years. And it holds a lot of importance. But then during college years, you realize that while JE phase was tough and it had its own challenges, it wasn't even close to the challenge that is the final year of your BTech or of any degree, I suppose. I can only say about BTech because that is the course I'm pursuing right now. And the final year comes with its own challenges, and it's also like a summarization of the whole journey. I currently finished my 7 semesters. We'll be having our eighth semester start by January 6th. Yes. So what happens is you've been here 3 years, you've studied, you've passed your exams somehow, some topped, some you might have excelled, some you wouldn't have excelled. And everything kind of comes together for this last 6 months, 12 months to a period. And now suddenly out of nowhere, you've gone from, just studying the subject one night prior to the exam and passing to now having so many companies lined up and trying to get through their first round, second round, third round, and hopefully get a job. Now, 6 months have already passed, and I still don't have any offers on my hand as of yet. But still hopeful, still hoping that I get it before the next semester ends. That what everyone hopes for, because at the end of the day, some of us are doing a degree for, as Toastmaster Sanidhya said, going to maybe a higher degree or to a higher education platform, and some of us, me included, are doing it to get a job. Now, the final year isn't only about jobs and studies either, though. You kind of have this emotional baggage too, that all those people that you met 3 years, all those friendships, bonds that were forged, it might not be necessarily coming to an end, but the definition of those bonds will definitely change from what they are today to what they will be in maybe, after your college ends, after you're out there in the real world. Now, just like it has been my final year, it has also been a landmark year for Toastmasters itself, as we completed our 100 years 2 months and a day back. Well, Toastmasters International was established on 22nd of October 1924, and as of right now, it has it has its presence felt in more than 140 countries with more than about 15,000 clubs, and a whole lot of members. And one can't thank enough for our Chief Medley for that. Now, as I was talking, I don't want to take too much of your time right at the starting of the meeting. So I'll now call upon the general evaluator for today's Toastmaster Saanvi. Now, Toastmaster Saanvi says that she's tackling each challenge one at a time. I'm handing over the stage to Toastmaster Saanvi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivansh. I would like to confirm if I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. So, thank you, Toastmaster Shivansh, for that introduction. It's my honor to serve as the general evaluator for today's meeting. The role of a general evaluator is to evaluate the overall proceedings of the meeting, ensuring that everything runs smoothly and efficiently. As the general evaluator, I will observe the structure of the meeting, the transition between segments, and the quality of content shared by our speakers, evaluators, and role takers, including myself. My goal is to provide constructive feedback that helps our club maintain high standards and excel. Now, in this humongous task of mine, I have a team of three who will be helping me. So I would like to first start off with our timer. Our timer for today is Toastmaster Chirayu, and Toastmaster Chirayu says that he is passionate about learning new stuff and exploring things. And he is an avid listener of the R&B music genre. So if anybody likes the same, they can go ahead and connect with him, and both of you will have a great white match. So handing over to Toastmaster Chirayu.
So, hello everybody. This is my first online meeting, and I'll be the timer for today. So, as you all might know, my role for today is to let you guys know when you have reached a certain mark in your speech. So, I'll be for all the prepared speeches at the 5 minute mark. I'll be showing the green card by turning on the video, and after 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card, and the red card will be shown at 7 minutes. Then for the table topic, it'll be at 1 minute for green card, 1.5 minutes for yellow card, and 2 minutes for the red card. Looking forward to have a pleasant online meeting. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chirayu. Now, moving on to our next role, we have our R counter. And when our R counter, Toastmaster Utham, was asked for an introduction, he sent me a script to read out from. So let's respect all the effort that he has put in, and I'll read out the same thing. Now, for the R counter for the day, we have Toastmaster Utham Kumar. He says every human has some flaw, no matter what. It is our responsibly to correct it at its best. So handing over the stage to our counter, Toastmaster Utham.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be serving as the R counter for the day. Humans can make any mistake unknowingly. One such great mistake is filling up your sentences with these words called fillers. What exactly are fillers? Fillers are those nasty, abrupt, incorrigible words that we try to make up and make an excuse to use them. These include well, etc. And repeated use of words also acts as fillers. So in order to put an end to these roadblocks, we have various tips that I would like to share. But for now, my role is to track all the fillers and help maintain a record of them. With that, I wish all the prepared speeches all the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Utham. Now moving on to our last but not the least grammarian. We have Toastmaster Jiya, who will be serving as a grammarian today. And she says, a sweet tooth and a thrill lover. So that is Toastmaster Jiya for you. Handing over the stage to her.
Good evening, everyone. I am the grammarian for this meeting, Jiya. Using my role, I will be checking the grammatical errors and monitoring your language usage as well as mispronunciations in your speeches. Introducing the word of the day and the idiom of the day to you. The word of the day is ephemeral. It means lasting for a very short time. And the idiom of the day is bite the bullet, which means to endure a painful or difficult situation that is inevitable. I encourage all the speakers to use the word of the day and the idiom of the day. And as well as when someone uses these the word of the day or the idiom of the day, I encourage everyone else to switch on their video and show a thumbs up, so that we can encourage everyone. So,
Thank you, Toastmaster Jiya. So that is it for the general evaluator and my team. See you back in the evaluation segment. Back to the TMoD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saanvi, for that. So now every Toastmaster meeting, as most of us might know, but for those who don't, I'll just clarify. Most Toastmaster meetings are divided into three predefined segments. The first being the prepared speeches, the second being the table topic session, and the third being the evaluation segment. Now today, our prepared speeches will very beautifully integrate into the table topic session, as one of our speakers is attempting their table topic speech. So now we'll be diving into the table, into the prepared speeches section. My bad, I'm sorry. And our first speaker for the day is Toastmasters Sanidhya. Now, before I call upon him, I shall call upon his evaluator, Toastmaster Mamta Garg. Now, Toastmaster Mamta Garg, when asked about herself, she says that she's working as a module lead and the purpose of her life is to just be happy. Handing over the stage to Toastmaster Mamta.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. And today I'm evaluating the speech, which is persuasive speaking, and it is L3P1. And my role will be to active listening for my speaker and just let her know what is the point to improve and what they have done the best. So all the best to the speaker. And the title is Why We Do What We Do. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mamta. Now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Sanidhya. Now talking about Toastmaster Sanidhya, he's a typical Delhi boy who has all the bad qualities you can imagine of, alongside being the president of TAG. Toastmaster Sanidhya, why we do what we do, why we do what we do, Toastmaster Sanidhya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivansh. Before I begin, am I both audible and visible? Just a confirmation for that.
Yes, you are.
Can you repeat the title again so that I can start accordingly?
Toastmaster Sanidhya, why we do what we do, why we do what we do, Toastmaster Sanidhya.
Picture this. You take a membership for the gym. You are motivated to become fit and to look the best. But soon, even after 3 months, you still have that big belly pillow. I mean, what could have gone wrong? You started strong, but then the excuses started to pile up, and soon that gym card was lying in the dust. Now consider this. Isn't Toastmasters just like another gym? A gym where we train our confidence, our communication, and our leadership muscles? But the results, just like any other gym, will come only if you continue to show up. 2 years ago, I joined this club as someone who was struggling with stage fright. I was a person who would shiver even by the thought of speaking in front of a crowd. And soon, my fear overpowered. Even though I joined this club to change that, but my fear didn't let me take a single role. It was my fear that didn't allow me to attend a single meeting, take up a speaker role, and soon I became the ghost of Toastmasters, a person who was paying his dues but was gaining nothing. In that moment, I realized one fine day that why am I actually here? If I'm not going for the meetings, if I'm not attending anything, why am I paying for this? And I realized I had two different choices. One, to stay scared and never go onto the stage again, or two, to take a step forward and continue my journey. And from then on, everything changed and some magical things happened. I became the most active member of the club. I started taking up roles. I started attending all the meetings, even if I wasn't a role taker, as an audience. And from then on, the curve of my growth started going up. Now, today, as I stand here talking about this journey, am I fearless? No. Am I still hesitant sometimes? Yes. But the growth I've experienced in these 2 years is undeniable. Toastmasters has taught me not only to speak, but to listen, to evaluate, to think on my feet, and connect with people. You all joined this club for a reason, maybe for learning communication, or maybe becoming a better leader, or whatever. But whatever your goal is, you've already taken the first step. And what is next? To stay in that goal and to continue the journey by being active. Every role in this club, no matter how small that role is, teaches you something. Maybe a basic role as a timer is not just about counting the minutes, but it's about precision and accuracy. Say, an evaluator role is not just about giving evaluation, but to show empathy and to help a person grow. And a role like speaker, you're not only talking about your story, but you're gaining your effort, you're gaining your confidence, and you're motivating others as well. So each and every role, even the smallest of a role, you're building courage and you're inspiring others. The skills you develop here don't stay confined to this room or this particular meeting room, as we are in an online setup, but will help you in your entire journey, in your corporate life, or in your higher studies, and in every part of your life. Imagine leading like great leader you have seen, communicating your ideas just the way everyone understands, being a perfect communicator in the room, or say for example acing those impromptu questions that an interviewer gives you. You all need that in your life, and after all, that's the reason you are here. But remember, the key lies in being active. If you've chosen to be here, why not give it your all? Why not take up every role, take up every opportunity that comes your way? Why not attend every meeting? Why not be the first person to reply to that WhatsApp text that the VP had shares while looking for role takers? This is why you are here. This is why you came to this place to grow. And this is why you're paying such an hefty amount just as a student. The key is being active. The transformation won't happen overnight, but with consistency, you'll see the change, and so will others. Everyone will see how you grow as a speaker. So let me ask you, what do we do? Why do we do what we do? We do it because we want to grow. We do it because we want to learn. And we do it because at the end of the day, we want to become the better person that we always wanted to be. So the next time you're hesitant about taking up a role or say replying to that message, what you can do, think about why you came into this place, why you joined this club, and what you want to learn. Talk to your mentor, talk to anyone in the executive committee, talk to any person you're feeling comfortable with, and understand what you actually can gain through this and why it is important. And from then on, reply to all the VPAD messages and being the first person to take up a role. So I ask you again, why do we do what we do? We do it to grow, and most importantly, we do it because it makes ourselves better. Thank you so much. Over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shivansh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanidhya, for that scintillating speech. Now, next up, we have Toastmaster Sharanya. And before calling her, I would like to call her evaluator, Toastmaster Manoj. Now, when asked about himself, Toastmaster Manoj says He's a IT consultant by day, and by the night he loves to walk in the woods, play table tennis, and like to watch movies. Over to Toastmaster Manoj.
Before that, can I ask you a small question? Shivansh?
Yeah.
We got a team of 14 people right now on the teams. I don't want to give any sermon to you guys, but I believe you guys are all uni guys, yeah?
Yes.
You're here to develop your communication.
Yes.
And with that, you have to come with your facial expression as well, yeah?
Yes.
Are we speaking to the ghost?
No.
Okay, I can see. I mean, how can a speaker get motivated if we don't see the people on those videos? And I can tell you, may not be me, but someone else in this group probably come for a campus interview to your company, to your university. I'm just giving you a heads up. Anyway, back to you. Let me quickly read out the script. So my speaker is Sharanya, I believe, and a speech title is 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of his statement is members to practice writing a speech with emphasis and adding language to increase interest and impact. And her speech title for this is, give me a second, yeah, Beauty in Monotony. Her project is Dynamic Leadership, Pathway is Dynamic Leadership, and project is P3. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. And now, as Toastmaster Manoj did say, I would like if more of you can turn on your camera. Now, coming to Toastmaster Sharanya. Now, she's basically pretty much the rock of Tab. Whenever anyone has any issues, she's the first one we approach to talk it through. So, best of luck, Toastmaster Sharanya. Toastmaster Sharanya, beauty in monotony, Toastmaster Sharanya.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Thank you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then all over Monday again. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I am going to be your narrator who's going to take you on a tour of what my average day looks like. And maybe not just for me, for millions of people all around the world. Okay? So, I wake up in the most groggiest and annoyed mood ever, as I have to heave and tug my own lethargic body to go and brush my teeth for the day. After that, I have to feed my tummy, which is famished and now going rumble, rumble, gurgle, roar at me. How many of you also wake up in a groggy and annoyed mood every day? Can I have a raise of hands? I relate because we're all university students. How many of you, for a change, wake up saying, "Oh, I'm pumped up for today's day, extremely excited and psyched"? No one? Yeah, that's what I expected. For me, what awaits after a groggy morning is 7 to 8 hours of non-stop lectures, which are draining, honestly. Quite monotonous, right? If you do this day after day after day. But I say, no, this is not monotonous. Once upon a time, someone said that beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. That means that the way you look at things matter how you're looking at it. Right? So I want all of us to now take a moment, maybe close your eyes, be calm, because I am going to give you a strikingly contrasting version of this exact same day. Okay? I wake up in the most tranquil and silent of atmospheres. Then, as my vision comes together, my ears narrow down to the eternal chirping of birds right outside my window. They're happy in their gleeful morning bubbliness, unlike me, who has just woken up. Then I go up onto the window and open it and look. It's almost hazy and partially blurry because of the cold morning mist. Then I take the corner of my sweater and wipe the window clean. Squeak, squeak. Just then, the light of the sun dashes into my eyes, almost as if it's greeting me with a warm, heartwarming smile, right? Just then, I look across my building. There's the sabzi wale uncle, the vegetable shop guy, who is bringing out his lush green leafy vegetables and looking at them with such gleaming eyes, as if it were his own children and not vegetables. Just then, someone zooms past. Wait, who was that? That was the newspaper wale bhaiya, the newspaper wale uncle, who was straddling and zooming in his cycle as fast as possible. Maybe he finished his rounds for the day, or maybe he's just going back to a next location or going home. After that, I am on my way to college. On my way, I see that there are mothers cradling their baby in one hand, and with the other hand, they have gripped so tightly their toddler's hand, and they're sprinting off to the bus stop to leave her little one. In this mood, I come to class. Now, as I come to class, there is my class, the most noisiest bunch. Gleaming faces and giggling children at some joke someone must have made, exchanging high fives and hugs all together. In this gleeful, happy mood, I hop, skip, and jump to the water filter in our university. I go and have a chilled, refreshing cup of water, and that just wakes up that groggy, sleepy part of me, which was half asleep. And then, just as the wind of the cold winter Bangalore air hits my face, I'm literally knocked off balance. Then I come back to class and then take in a very familiar sound, soaking in that sound. Tick, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. Yes, that is the sound of white chalk on a black slate board, where mathematical symbols were taking life, but then I was questioning my life. Then another familiar sound comes on. Ding dong. One sound that won't get old even after 15 years. The sound for break, and a herd of children just go all around outside the class. Then comes time to kind of go home, right? And while I'm walking from my bus stop to home, there's a sight I see every single day. That's a flock of cows all together trying to steal things from the supermarkets, out vegetables that are kept outside. And the shopkeeper trying to save their produce go like shoo, shoo. And that's one of the most precious sights to see. Now, as the day ends, it's around 5, 6 o'clock and then shifts to night. If you see Bangalore skies, it's like an ochre amber color, sometimes even purple, shifting into sultry gray and dark blue. And then you see there's a disk in the sky, almost like a marble disk, which is the moon, adding so much peacefulness. So, this is what I want to say. Do you now think that the day is monotonous at all? Do you think it's the same? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay. So, you don't feel like the day is monotonous anymore because we looked at it from a different eye. That's what beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. And there is a lot of beauty in just the monotonous of days. Maybe you look at a small little sight and think, oh, this might be the story behind it. Or give a little story to every aspect that you see. And maybe you'll end up unfurling a huge treasure trove of experiences that you didn't view it as that way before. That's it for my speech. Back to the TMoD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharanya, for another fabulous speech from your. Well, I'd like to say treasure of speeches by the way, pace you've been giving them. Now, next up, we have our and I'm not sure what to call him, our table topic master for the day, to be honest, Toastmaster Daksh. And to evaluate him, we have Toastmaster Nipun Jain. Now, when asked about him, he says he's a passionate Toastmaster who's always looking for an opportunity to speak and to contribute to the community. He's also a foodie and a bibliophile. So, over to you, Toastmaster Nipun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivansh. And good evening, everyone, again. Today, my targeted speaker is going to pursue his project 3 in level 3, and it's about active listening. And the project, the targeted speaker is going to focus on the active listening part by playing the role of TTM. So he will be listening to all of the table topic speakers, and I will be evaluating him based on his listening skills among those speeches. So all the best to my targeted speaker, and best back to you, Shivansh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nipun. So now everyone in our BTech life has, for at least once, needed to make an excuse for anything. Maybe it's for a class you bunked, or maybe it's telling your parents why you flung the subject in that particular semester. But we do need to make an excuse. And that is where your training of practicing the table topic session during the Toastmaster meetings comes to your rescue. How fast and how quickly can you make up a valid, viable, probable, and also comprehensible excuse for why you did what you did? Now, for that, we have our table topic master for the day, Toastmaster Daksh. So now introducing him, he gave me a different team name, but I'll just say he lives to watch RCB suffer. Over to you, Toastmaster Daksh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivansh, for completely switching over what my intro was. A very good evening, everyone. I hope you're all ready for one of the most fun part of every Toastmaster meeting, that is the table topic session. Now, as Toastmaster Shivansh mentioned, I happen to be the second person here in this meeting who's in his final year, and clearly this theme really resonates with me. So keeping that in mind, I have decided to keep my table topic session related to this theme, related to our college life. And it's going to be a lot more interesting, mostly because I'm also attempting my active listening project. So for those of you who may be a little unaware about what the active listening role is, let me just tell you, at the end of every speech a table topic speaker is going to give, I'll be back and I'll be asking the audience a question from the speech. All right. So this way we can make sure that it's not just me who's listening, but everyone who's listening. Everyone ready? Everyone ready to listen? Great. Now, coming to the table topic session. Well, I am notoriously known, especially among the old members of the club, that I do some weird table topics. And this is going to be a blast from the past because it is similar to something that I have been doing. So the rules of the table topics session is going to be simple. I'm going to call a speaker to the stage. I'm going to give you three words, three random words, and all you have to do is craft a story using those three words that describes your college life. The story can be true. It can be from a true, something that really happened in your life during college, or it can be a completely made up story. The only rule is it should be funny. All right. So who's gonna be my first victim? I mean, my first speaker. Okay, I see Toastmaster Manoj. So Toastmaster Manoj, can you please, unmute and come on camera? Also, Toastmaster Bala will come to you. Okay. So Toastmaster Manoj, I have three words for you. Your words are exam, prank, and elevator. I'll repeat them once again. Exam, prank, and elevator. Toastmaster Manoj.
Before the timer starts, I'll just give you count. So you said exam, prank, and elevator.
Yes.
Brilliant. Thank you. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and table topic master, Toastmaster Daksh Dobal. I've always been a backbencher through my school days. Not good in studies. I was not heard of studies at all. I mean, from those guys we're looking here, seems to you guys a mix of geeks and nerds here. But I was absolutely not like that. I was hopeless in maths, hopeless in STEM subjects, hopeless in history. The best thing I always do that was my friend. And one of the best thing about this, during my school days, we don't have any elevators at all. He always take the stair to climb on this one. And one of the best thing about our classes are always on the top story. So what we've done is that I used to sit behind me. So my name is Manoj and his name is Padma. So if you alphabetically look at in the exam class, we'll sit like that, P and M. So I was always good. One of the best skill I have ever I've developed in my school was cheating. I was very, very sharp in cheating. No one can beat me in cheating. So I always sit behind him. If he get 90, I get 60. I'm happy with that. My parents are very, very much happy with that. If I manage to pass the exams. And I can tell you one of the stories of this. I was sitting there and one of the exam, I scored more than my other guy, Padma. And he thought he's not taken that as a good way. So he thought he will give me a prank. So prank was sitting in front of me, exam started, because the maths is a binary answer, yes or no. So he hide the first number of that. So for example, if it's 10, 11, 12, 13, he hide the first digit. So when I was looking at him from this side, I can see 1, 2, 3. And I write the answers like that. After a while, few months passed, when the exam result came, I was notoriously failed. I have nothing to say about it. I can't say anything to so I went back to my friend. I said, what did you do that? I mean, how did you manage to pass? I failed all those exams, all those papers. He said, that was a prank. So next time, the very next time, if you don't know how to copy, don't paste. Back to you, Daksh Bala.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. That was an amazing speech. I'm sure all of us can relate to almost everything you have ever said. Like myself personally, I am also something, everything that we have been describing so far. And of course, when it comes to copying in exams, when it comes to sitting behind your friend, making sure you plan the seating arrangement the exact way so that everyone, gets the highest possible marks. This is something that even we used to do, and we used to be so strategic that we had our own Morse code. We used to tap our pens, we used to show our pens like this to actually indicate our friends what the answer is. So I'm really happy to see that this is something that transcends all generations. And it used to happen back in the day. It's going to happen in the future also. Really, really nice to hear that. Now, coming to the question part. I have been listening, but what about the audience? Have you been listening? So for you guys, I have a question. It's open to the entire audience. Anyone, obviously apart from Toastmaster Manoj, can answer. My first question is, what was the name of the friend Toastmaster Manoj mentioned in his speech?
Padma.
Yes, that is right. I guess that was Toastmaster Bala.
Yes.
Yes, great job, Toastmaster Bala. You were exactly right. And finally, a little bit of an easier question. At the beginning of his speech, Toastmaster Manoj mentioned where he used to sit in class. Can anyone pinpoint like what type of student he was in his class?
Backbencher.
A backbencher, yes. So really glad to see everyone listening. And with that, let's move on to the next speaker in line, which I believe is Toastmaster Bala. So
Before you give me the
Toastmaster Bala.
topic, and I just reconfirm the word of the day is affirmable, right?
Yes,
Affirmable.
Grammarian, can you please confirm if that's the word of the day?
The word of the day is ephemeral. It means lasting for a very short time.
Ephemeral. Okay. Sorry. Ephemeral. Okay, sorry, you can give me the topic.
Yes. So, Toastmaster Bala, your words are art class, chili sauce, and umbrella. I repeat once again, art class, chili sauce, and umbrella. Toastmaster Bala.
It was
in 1996 that I walked into my school art class with a chili sauce. And my art sir told me, you should have come with an umbrella so that we could not see what you're doing. Because what you have drawn is so pathetic. My joy or my feelings of becoming a great artist was ephemeral. But I decided I'll bite the bullet. And I went ahead and told everyone that I'm going to make a great painting today. I made it. Everyone looked at it for 30 seconds, 50 seconds, even 1 minute passed. They turned on to me and they asked, what have you drawn? We cannot understand anything. And that's where I said, this is the modern art. But why did you bring the chili sauce? I said I wanted to use the chili sauce as the green color, but somehow that chili sauce had too much of water. Then I had to use my own paints. After that day, ladies and gentlemen, I have never tried to draw anything. Only I have tried to make PPTs because I trust PPTs cannot go wrong like my hands can go wrong. If you are not good at one thing, try to adapt something else. That's what I have learned in my life. Would you want to see my art without an umbrella? That's what I will ask you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bala. That was quite an innovative speech. You really talked about how your school days when you're walking into an art class with a very peculiar item that many people would have considered to be out of place. And yet you talked about how you want to be a great artist. But sometimes things don't work out the way you want it to. And eventually you just end up making PPTs in like maybe a corporate world. And you actually ended your speech with a very powerful note. So that is something that I really like in a table topic speech. It had a really great purpose. Now, coming to the audience. Once again, I have two questions. The first one being, what color did Toastmaster Bala mention that he would use his chili sauce for?
Green color.
Green.
Yes, you are absolutely right. It was the green color. And the second question is, what was the year that he was talking about of his school/college life?
1996.
1997. No, 3.
1996.
Okay, I'm having a bunch of answers. How many of you are saying 1997? You can just raise your hand. Okay. Is there any other answer?
1996.
1996.
Yes, it was 1996. So great job to everyone who got that. Now, moving on to our next table topic. Now, I can see a bunch of people waiting in line, but I actually have a very special table topic ready for the TMoD today. So can I just take a moment and ask that to our TMoD first before coming back to the line, if that's fine with everyone? A good friend of mine and also the TMoD today, Toastmaster Shivansh, I have something prepared especially for you. So, Toastmaster Shivansh, your three words are Pondicherry, breakup, and drinks. Toastmaster Shivansh.
All right. So, Pondicherry breakup and drink. Hmm. Can you just give me a 30-second buffer?
While he takes the 30-second buffer, can I ask the table topic master, is it really a personal question?
We'll find out, I guess, during the speech.
Or
Can
you
you
know what
repeat
I'm
the
ready.
last word?
What? Can you repeat what was Toastmaster Rhythm saying?
Can you repeat the last word that you have given, Toastmaster Shivansh?
I think Toastmaster Daksh, that might not be a favorable word given that this is a college meeting at the end. Maybe you can just switch up the words. The last word only.
Okay, so I'll just reshape your words. Pondicherry, breakup, and ride.
Fair enough. Right, so I'll be starting. So now everyone of us knows that Pondicherry, it's a, well, I wouldn't want to demean it by saying it is a cheaper version of Goa, but that is exactly what it is for most of us, especially college going students. Now, very surprisingly, Pondicherry hasn't been a great hub for the, let's say, the couples of our college, myself included. This is a story that the older members of TAP definitely know. Some of them are present here. So now, talking about Pondicherry, there have been quite some couples that went to Pondicherry and which somehow the trip resulted in their breakups. And then, see, if you're going to a new city, you don't want to travel into autos once again. You take a scooty for a ride. You rent it out. Sometimes you use your table topic master's Aadhaar card for that. Sometimes you use your table topic master to go watch a sunrise at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. Well, some 1 year back, me, the table topic master for the day, Toastmaster Daksh, our ex VP membership Toastmaster Nikhil, and our ex president, our IPP Toastmaster Nikhilesh, decided to take on a, well, I would like to say Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara type trip, but it kind of ended up being a. I don't know if you guys have watched this movie. It's filled with all the comedians of our time. Trip to Bombay to Goa. It's a pretty hilarious ride. Now just look at that movie, and I think I'm not sure what the name of that effect was, but there is this effect that all that things that could go wrong will go wrong. I'm not sure what's the name of the effect. I just forgot. Well, that effect applied to our trip. And yeah, that was all from my side. Over to Toastmaster Daksh. Thanks for making me relive some of my very painful memories. Thanks for that.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivansh, for that brilliant table topic. As you mentioned, for us college students, trips are something that we love in our college life. And you spoke about your Pondicherry trip, how it went from being a Goa trip to a Pondicherry trip because it was cheaper. You mentioned how you and your friends, rented out scooters and had a really great time of your life. I'm sure you did. And you also left us with a really great message that sometimes everything that can go wrong might and will go wrong. So that is something that, we all really need to consider whenever we are doing anything in our life. Now, coming to the questions. The first question is, Toastmaster Shivansh mentioned that he and one of his friends went to watch a sunrise early in the morning, and he also mentioned the time. Does anyone remember what time he mentioned?
5:30.
4:30.
4:30.
Okay, once
4:30
again,
a.m.
I'm hearing two answers. Someone said 5:30, someone said 4:30. So, how many people say 5:30? No one. Okay, how about 4:30? With a show of hands. It was 4:30 a.m. And the second question, how many people were there on the trip? So Toastmaster Shivansh mentioned the names and who they were, but I'm just asking for the number. How many people were there on this trip, including Toastmaster Shivansh?
4.
4. 4.
Yes, the answer is 4. So thank you, Toastmaster Shivansh. And I feel Toastmaster Roshni has been ready in the line. So Toastmaster Roshni, your three words are, let me just have, yes, parking lot, treasure map, and scarf. I'll repeat once again, parking lot, treasure map, and scarf. Toastmaster Roshni.
Sometimes I feel that finding a parking spot in a parking lot is like finding a treasure without a treasure map. You know, when you go to the Mall of Asia or the Bharatiya City Mall on a weekend and you're looking for a spot to park your bike, I think most of you will agree that it's one of the most difficult tasks. Don't you feel that way? That of in all the sea of bikes, you never seem to find that one spot where you can park yours. I'm scared to think of the situation when I'll actually take a car to the mall on the weekends. I'll not go down that line. It's ephemeral to think that how people dream of buying a car and it never works out because in Bangalore traffic, you never end up taking a car out. Sometimes I bite the bullet and do take my car out, and then I regret it. That why did I do that? Why didn't I take my scooter, which will zoom through the traffic and make me reach my destination fast? They say that Murphy's Law is a thing where everything that can go wrong does go wrong. It has often happened to me that I have been stuck in traffic for hours when I take my car and don't take my scooter along. What is my one best friend when I take my scooter out, you ask? My trusted scarf. The scarf that I use to protect my face from the UV rays. And I think that all of you will agree that one of the hallmarks of a college student, especially a college girl, is the scarf she uses to wrap around her face and protect her face from the sun rays. So yes, girls, if you have a scooter and you are in college, or if you are a working woman out there, trust your scooter, trust your scarf, because that's going to take you to and for and a long way in Bangalore. Over to you, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni. You really described almost everyone's life in Bangalore who travel in any form of their own vehicles. You spoke about something that I really liked, and something that I've never heard anyone describe in the exact same way. That is, finding a parking spot in a parking lot is finding treasure without a treasure map. I am not gonna lie, that is one of the best ways to describe something which I have been, going through in my entire life for the last 5-6 years, but nobody has described it better than you have. So kudos on that. You also spoke about how you prefer your scooter over your car, even though sometimes you feel like you just take the car out, but in the Bangalore traffic, you obviously cannot because of the way people drive, and sometimes it's just better to take the scooter. So that's something that I really also once again resonate with, because I also mostly travel by either scooter or bike, and without it, I don't think I would be reaching anywhere. Coming to my questions for the audience, Toastmaster Roshni actually gave the name of the law or the person who actually said the line, everything that can go wrong will go wrong. So what was this law, or what was the name of this, law?
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's
Murphy's Law.
That is true. It's Murphy's Law. And finally, an easier question for everyone. What was the best friend that Toastmaster Roshni described for her?
Scarf.
Scarf. Yes, it was her scarf. Now, we have come almost to the end. And in interest of time, I'm just going to take one extra speaker. I have noticed a lot of guests taking up the speaker role, and that is something I really like to see. It's really nice to see, guests enjoying the meeting. And as a member of this club, I really like to see that. But for the final speaker, I would like one of our own members to please, volunteer yourself for the final speaker of the day. And if you do not, I can obviously pick someone. So, anyone who wants to be the final volunteer for the day? Okay, I see Toastmaster Mamta. So, Toastmaster Mamta, you can unmute. I'll quickly have a look. Yes. So, Toastmaster Mamta, your words are vacation, party, and graveyard. I'll repeat them once again. Vacation, party, and graveyard. Toastmaster Mamta.
Okay. I never want to drink in my life. So this is the day when I went to the trip of Maldives. And it was a beautiful weather, beautiful location, everything. So every day I was enjoying the party, I was enjoying the game. So one day when there was a band and I won that prize of Virgin Mojito. I ordered, I asked the waiter to give me the mojito. I was very sure that these people knows about me. I never drink alcohol, but unfortunately that day the waiter was changed, and when they gave me the glass of mojito, my husband just left 5 minutes back. He went to the room and I was just having a sip of that mojito. I doubted it. This is something there which I don't know. It's basically different from virgin mojito. But I thought that I had not had anything food, so might be it's I feel that. I took 2-3 sip of that drink, and being a doubt on it, I just called to the waiter. I asked that, is it a virgin mojito? He said, no, ma'am, it's alcoholic. That trip become a party, enjoy, and graveyard for me that I have broken my promises to be non-alcoholic and just had that in my life. So that particular moment become graveyard. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mamta, for that brilliant table topic. You mentioned about how you went on your vacation and you had a promise that you had made to yourself, but unfortunately, due to few unforeseen circumstances, you had to go against it. I'm sure something like this happened to a lot of us in the past where we have made promises to ourselves, but due to some things that happen, sometimes maybe your friends do it on purpose, or sometimes you just happen to forget about it, we end up breaking that promise. So well, I just hope that, that experience was something that's a part of your life and you can always move on ahead from that. Coming to the questions for the audience. Toastmaster Mamta mentioned where she went for her trip. Does anyone remember where that was?
Was it Maldives?
Maldives.
Yes, it was Mali. And now, for the second question, she had mentioned that her husband had gone somewhere while her drink had come. Does anyone remember where her husband had gone?
Gone out, I
Okay.
guess.
To the room, if I'm not
Yes.
wrong.
Toastmaster Mamta mentioned that her husband had gone back to the room when her drink had received. So whoever answered that, I couldn't really make out who that was, but props to you. You were really listening to the table topic session. And with that, we come to the end of our table topic session. This is something that I had done in the past once before with using 3 words instead of giving a normal question. And I must say that it was really interesting doing it once again. And what made it even better is the participation that I received. This is something that happens quite rarely, that people are so eager to participate. I'm really happy to see that. I'm really happy to see everyone enjoyed. And I'm really happy to see that the guests were also a part of this. With that, back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shivansh.
Thank you, table topic master Toastmaster Daksh. And I'll I'll have to say that was one of the best table topic session I've attended in a very long time. It's always good to see when the table topic masters decide to have fun with the well informally called as the fun segment of a Toastmaster meeting. It's always good to see some kind of innovation. It's good as a Toastmaster Sharanya told that there is a beauty in lying in the monotony of the pattern, but it's always good to see something new being brought upon. And now coming back to the theme, like see, I am pursuing a BTech degree right now, and pursuing a BTech degree is, as the idiom of the day says, it is akin to biting a bullet. At least for me, especially given that I'm pursuing in a domain that I didn't really want to pursue it in, and then I'm also pursuing my final year project in that domain, which is the communication side of the electronics and communication. Now, as Toastmaster Manoj told, he was again a backbencher. I too am a backbencher, and I haven't been cheating ever since I came to the college. Before that, I have cheated in. I was one of those guys who somehow cheated in well, let's just say the 10th and 12th exams, because I think naming them might get me in trouble. So I'll go with that. Now, you do 3 years of BTech, you kind of prepare yourself for every question that the interviewer or the online exam that the company is taking will throw at you. It's kind of preparing for something. And I feel the 4th year is your kind of time of reckoning. How much have you prepared? How much you are ready to move into that world? And our evaluation segment for the prepared speakers is also kind of their time for reckoning. I don't want to sound too dramatic, but when you are a prepared speaker, once your speech is done, you're only waiting. All right, what is my evaluator gonna say? Will he like my speech? Will she point out this mistake that I already know I made? So it is, I don't think it's too wrong to call it the time of reckoning. And the person who will deliver this time of reckoning for us is our general evaluator, Toastmaster Saanvi. Over to Toastmaster Saanvi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivansh. So we'll be following this pattern. First, we'll be doing the speech evaluations. After each speech evaluation is done, I'll be giving my thoughts on the evaluator and the speech that they have evaluated. Then we'll be moving on to our role takers evaluation, role takers list, and then we'll move on to our general evaluation segment. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Mamta Garg, who is the evaluator for speech 1.
Thank you for giving me the chance to evaluate the speaker. So, I really enjoyed this meeting. First of all, I am so grateful to attending this meeting. It was wonderful. Now, if I come to the evaluation point, kudos to you, speaker. And you started the speak. You started your speech with smile, and you maintained throughout the speech. I really liked it because smile is the way which give energy to the audience, and it make attractive to your speak. So keep going on with your smile. Other third thing, you have also explained that how you overcame the fear of speaking, and you were self-aware about your goal, and you took action by starting asking you what you really want in your life. And I also really like the way how you explain about your weight journey, and you added the humor in that, when you are struggling and when you are thinking that how why your weight is not reducing and what's you are doing. So yes, that was brilliant. Third thing, I, as you were saying that you were not confident before, you were hesitated, you were fearful, but I could not feel any hesitation in your speech. You were too confident. You were excellent in your speech. You have also everyone let know about that how every roles are important in the Toastmaster, and they give the learning. Even those small roles also gives a learning, so that is the best way everyone knows, and they will take the role very seriously. And now if I come to the point of technical point of view, hand gesture, beautifully you did it. You have maintained the smile and energy and confidence. You have also put the eye contact, it was good. And you have engaged the audience. I really liked the speech, and I was really engaged in your speech. You were comfortable on speech. And other thing, you have added your real story, your real experience. You have said suggestions to the other audience, right? And the recommendation is, I would say that it's a like level 3 P1 speech. So you need to add more vocal variety in your speech, right? And you should also, I know that it's a limitation that you are in the room, you cannot move here and there, but yes, you can use stage very beautifully. So overall, it was a very brilliant information and well organized. Kudos to you. Keep going on. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mamta. So coming to our speaker, Toastmaster Sanidhya, there's nothing left for me to evaluate actually. Toastmaster Mamta has done a wonderful job on the evaluation part. The one thing that I found really intriguing about your speech, like that was a highlight of your speech for me, was your speech had such a great purpose. The purpose of your speech was wonderful. Like the way you explained the importance of every role. Like these days, even kids, small kids, the way they are explained the importance of a sweeper's role, of somebody who keeps our city clean. Some parents go ahead and say, oh, if you don't study, you'll end up like them, right? But the other parents go ahead and say that if you study, you can help them. So there's a huge difference in explaining a small role. So us understanding the importance of a small role is very important. And the way you highlighted that in your speech is amazing. Your speech is well structured. It was divided into an introduction, body, and conclusion. Your conclusion, this transition between your parts was very smooth. So kudos on that. Now, coming to our speech evaluator, Toastmaster Mamta. When Toastmaster Mamta came on the first time when she was introducing the speaker and his speech for today, the title was said, and the time was not mentioned. The time of the speech was not mentioned. The pathway was not mentioned. And when you were giving the purpose of the speech, it was a little unclear as to what the purpose was. So for the next time, you can just have you can have quick pointers so that you can refer, because remembering a pathway and the level might be a little tricky. So keeping pointers of that will be very useful. Now coming to your evaluation segment, the evaluation was done wonderfully. It was divided into parts. It had your points that were good. It had the points for improvement and your recommendations as well. Wonderfully structured evaluation and very easy to comprehend. That's one thing that I loved about the way you gave your evaluation. So that is it from my side for the speech one. Moving on to our speech two, which is by Toastmaster Sharanya and was evaluated by Toastmaster Manoj. So handing over the stage to Toastmaster Manoj.
Good afternoon or good evening to everyone, to Saanvi Verma and to my target speaker, Saanvi. Now, her speech of Sharanya was basically designed to highlight the power of language or descriptive language in a speech. And I would say that was the ability to weave the words in a story was absolutely magnificent. Throughout her speech from start to end, we have seen the plethora of the words she used, the symphonies of words, the languages they use, descriptives, and everything was there. And that really makes audience to hook into a statement, hook into her speech, and that made more impactful as well as and captivating as well. In terms of the languages, obviously I mentioned about she started with a vivid picture about it in the weekdays, and that was brilliant because when you do a hook statement, when you run through all those weeks, name dropping those weeks like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and with that her facial expression was changing. You can see a kind of flippy floppy kind of thing. As she comes to Monday or say Friday, the enthusiasm, the energy was picked up, and as it starts Monday was there. So that's brilliant about the expressions and facial part was brilliant in terms of speech because that really gives the richness of your speech. Now, I'm here not to give you all those good things about you, Sharanya. So I know that you seems to be a good speaker. So I would be very cynical about giving some of those, critical evaluation from my side. Now, two things which I feel struck chord with me was your vocal variety. I would say, let me give an analogy that, you're writing a para or a story and using a font size of Arial. And if you don't bold those words, some of those key words in your speech, highlight them, we feel that it was just like a kind of a monotonous, a very monolithic kind of thing. But something like that. So that was the kind of feel I got. The whole speech was one single thing. I mean, there are a few bits and pieces were there, but the whole speech was like that. So you need to bold certain areas where you really wanted to highlight. When you mentioned about the kind of the clapping of the birds, the kind of gleam faces, the giggling, the tummies, and all those things, the kind of thinking the words was very good, but we didn't feel that. I didn't feel that one when you're saying that. It was just run through fast on that one. So give some kind of an injection of pauses in your sentences there. Let the audience to sink in and digest what you exactly say. That makes your speech powerful. The second thing which I would say, this is my take. Maybe you can wish to differ on that one. When you speak, when you create a story, your story has to be, don't have to, obviously the objective is descriptive one, don't have to be descriptive throughout your speech. And as I said about, you have used so much of languages there, very rich languages there. In my way, I would say less is more. You know what I mean by that? Use some descriptive language. Some of the great speakers whom you can follow, like Matthew Dix and all those things, when they speak stories, the stories doesn't have that languages very high. Even the TED Talks, if you see, they didn't use heavy languages. Even if you're a storyteller, if you wanted to be in the way of journey of storyteller, you don't have to use huge amount of story languages there. Try to curtail that one so that it can make the speech, because you need to scan the audience whether they understand that one, because some of the words even I don't understand exactly. So that was again a strength to you. That is your strength, one of your strengths, I would say. But other than that, I really like the kind of the way you spoke about it, the hook statement, the personal stories about, and the way you flip through that one. This is how my routine days. But let's give a spotlight on this one, and then you flip that one. I really like the way you do that. In 7 minutes, you show the both side of the lens. That was great. With that, back to you, Toastmaster Sanvi Verma, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Coming to our speaker, Toastmaster Sharanya. Again, our evaluator has highlighted all the points. Just reiterating some of them. Your speech for me at a personal level was very relatable, because that one sentence, like waking up groggy in the morning and annoyed, that's just so relatable for me, because every time I wake up, don't talk to me for 1 hour straight. Do not talk to me. I need to get done with all my morning routine, and then, yeah, I am in a state to talk to people. So, extremely relatable speech. And the visual imagery that you had throughout your speech, the vocabulary that you were talking, but I was there, right? So, when we normally go through our day, we never listen to those birds chirping. Like, we just ignore them because we're just so busy with the hustle of our lives that we do not have that kind of time to go and listen to those things, right? So when you talked about all of that, we go back to ourselves, go back to the day that we had in the morning or the previous day, and try to remember all this, because all of this is also being recorded in our subconscious. So there was a very nice connect between my conscious mind, my subconscious mind, giving that imagery, and everything that you were saying, I was experiencing it. It very wonderfully done on the visual imagery part, and all the points that have been highlighted by Toastmaster Manoj. The point of enunciating words, right? Very, very important and very well highlighted. So even when we are saying a single word, now we know the examples of sentences, right? I did not kill him. I did not kill him. I did not kill him, right? So the pressure that you put on a single word changes the meaning of the whole sentence. So enunciating some words, enunciating some letters in some certain words, enunciating some words in certain sentences makes a huge difference in the speech that we are giving. So very well highlighted, Toastmaster Manoj. That's a point that even I'm going to keep in mind. So that would be a general feedback to every one of us, that enunciation of words is very important. So well done on your speech, Toastmaster Sharanya. And thank you, Toastmaster Manoj, for that wonderful evaluation. Your evaluation was complete. It had you started off with the good points, and then you highlighted that you may know what the good points are, but I am here to help you grow. I am here to give you that constructive feedback so that when you go on to stage next time, there's no repeating of the same mistakes that you make. So the way you structured that was very wonderful. It's very easy for the speaker to take in that feedback when you say something like this. So well done on that. And that would be it for my side for the speech too. And moving on to our speaker 3, Toastmaster Daksh. Toastmaster Daksh is evaluator, Toastmaster Nipun. I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Nipun.
Thank you, General Evaluator. And first of all, congratulations to my targeted speaker for the day, Toastmaster Daksh, for successfully completing his project 3 of level 3, active listening. And like how the TMoD said after his session was concluded, that this was one of the innovative sessions I have attended for the table topics. Most of the time we always see the wheel rolling around with some numbers displayed and people pick the number, or the numbers are given, and or the table topic master just randomly assign the whole topic. But this was an innovative way, a refreshing view on how table topics can run in a different manner as well, and definitely something to ponder on later on in our meetings as well in our club. So thanks for that innovation, Daksh. And coming to your project, so active listening. Listening, most of the time we all confuse between listening and hearing, right? So hearing is just hear what someone else is saying and then just repeating the same words. That is not considered listening. It is your hearing. But Toastmaster Daksh showed the listening today, because whenever any speaker was speaking, he was able to gauge his own insights from those speakers, what they have told, and he could relate some or other experience from his personal life or bring out some other anecdote and relate to it, so that every the table topic speaker will know that he has been listened to, because Toastmaster Daksh is bringing his own point of view, whether it was related to the bringing us relating to how Toastmaster Manoj has shared about his uh, education days, his childhood or maybe college days, and relating that to his personal, his current days, and then with the futuristic generation who might come. So Toastmaster Daksh has shown that tenacity for ensuring that he's listening. Another good point I liked was the way he was asking questions. So anytime we can always identify a listener based on the quality of the questions they are asking. And Toastmaster Daksh ensured that not only he, but all other people who are, or all other Toastmasters who are present in this meeting are listening to the table topics. Many a time it happens we listen to a topic and we kind of go into a mode where we are thinking, if I was there, what I would be speaking, rather than hearing the speaker who is speaking, right? But Toastmaster Daksh forced us to be in the moment along with him and ensure that we are also doing that active listening. So that was a wonderful point, Toastmaster Daksh. And as I said earlier, it was a well prepared topics and innovative approach. There's not a lot which I can say in this project for you to improve upon, because it's most on the active listening and all. But couple of points from my side. It's my first time joining over here, so I'm not sure whether you always meet via virtually or you meet offline as well. But check your internet connectivity once, because when I was listening, I could find somewhere that your internet account was getting frozen, or I could see that you were being frozen. It could be the issue with that my end as well, but I thought it was with your end, so you can check that. And second, I always prefer that even if you are speaking in a virtual environment, you should stand up and deliver the talks. It gives you a lot more space to use your hand gestures, your body movement. Those are always essential. Voice modulation can still be compensated, but your physical gestures and your hand movements and all take your speech to the next level. And with this, I'm done, and back to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nipun, for that wonderful evaluation. So coming to our speaker, I mean, it's not correct to call you speaker in the first place. So the person who's attempted the level and the path presentation. So wonderfully done. There, the topics that you, so going apart from the conventional way of how a table topic is done and thinking of something new, going ahead and putting in that effort to make something new out of a conventional thing. So going out of that monotonous way of doing it the same over and over again. It was a wonderful take on a table topic session, made it even more fun. And one thing that showed your active listening throughout the whole process was the way you were first reiterating what the speaker told in their speech, connecting it with your life, giving anecdotes on that, and then going ahead and asking questions. And sometimes what happens is, since this listener themselves is not paying that much attention, the questions are very generic, right? But here we had to actually listen to know, because you took that extra step to go ahead and listen to the dates that were being told, to the places that were being mentioned. And when we come to the room question, like that's something that's genuinely missed by most of the people, right? So that was one thing that I really liked, because that's something that most of the people miss. Okay, oh yeah, then my husband left, and you also would be like, okay, left, I don't know where he left to, and you would also not want to listen. But somebody who does listen will go ahead and listen to that. So us knowing that you have listened to it and you asking us to listen to it, wonderfully done. Your, according to me and what I have understood from Toastmaster Nipun explaining the purpose of your project. It was very well accomplished. So kudos to you on that. And Toastmaster Nipun, wonderful evaluation. This is the first time I'm seeing some kind of project like this. So not I don't have much to say on that. The way you took on the evaluation of Toastmaster Daksh was wonderful. You went ahead and highlighted everything that was necessary, and you also highlighted the points of standing up and delivering a speech, right? When we are in a online setup, so we mostly do our meetings offline. So doing this is our second or third meeting online. So that's a very wonderful point to keep in mind, and I will also make sure I keep that in mind and keep it for our following meetings. So thank you, Toastmaster Nipun. That's up with our prepared speeches section. And now we'll move on to our tag team evaluations. So first we have our timer, Toastmaster Chirayu.
Second, let me just turn on my video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello, I hope I'm visible and audible. But
yes,
today's meeting was very entertaining, engaging. I had a lot of fun being the timer. This was my first time taking the role as a timer. And yeah, it was overall a very entertaining meeting to attend. I was not hoping to attend a meeting during my vacations, but here I am. I had fun. So let's start with the timings for all the speakers. So for PM Sanidhya, the time for this prepared speech was 6 minutes and 35 seconds, and for TM Sharanya, it was 7 minutes and 5 seconds. Uh, and then moving on to the table topics, for TM Manoj, it was 2 minutes and 21 seconds. For TM Bala, it was 2 minutes and 13 seconds. For TM Shivansh, it was 2 minutes and 7 seconds. For TM Roshni, it was 1 minute and 46 seconds. For TM Mamta, it was 2 minutes and 1 seconds. For the evaluations, for TM Mamta, it was 2 minutes and 42 seconds. For TM Manoj, it was 3 minutes and 44 seconds. And for TM Nipun, it was 3 minutes and 29 seconds. So I feel like overall all the timings were fine except for the table topics, but I feel like many people exceeded the timings, which is all right because there were 3 words given from which you had to do a script, like on the spot speech. So that could be a bit challenging. So I feel like the pacing might have been a bit off. But other than that, I think the timings were well handled by everyone, and the speeches were wonderful. Okay, that's it from my side. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chirayu. Next we have our grammarian, Toastmaster Jiya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saanvi. Now, moving on to my grammarian report, I would like to point out some impressive usage of phrases by Toastmaster Sanidhya. You used fear overpowered and think on my feet. I really liked the usage of these phrases in your speech. And Toastmaster Sharanya used groggy mood, lethargic body, famished, monotonous, and gleeful. These phrases and words made your speech very radiant and very relatable. So kudos to you on that. And the word of the day was used by Toastmaster Bala and Toastmaster Roshni. And idiom of the day was used by Toastmaster Shivansh. Congratulations to all of you on using the word of the day and the idiom of the day. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jiya. And last but not the least, we have our beloved, always grammarian, but this time our counter, Toastmaster Utham.
Thank you, Saanvi, for the introduction. First, it's a very miraculous and momentous occasion right now. There were no fillers throughout this meeting. Even if I had missed only one filler, I do have it written, but there were absolutely no fillers. You have wrapped up all those fillers perfectly, and the road is now clear. However, I will still give my tips to prevent such incidents of filling up the sentence gaps with various fillers. And I would like to point out few notable people who have actually used that tip in order to rephrase their sentences. Starting with the very first one, give spaces between your sentences. This was used by Toastmaster Sharanya while she was using the various phrases to describe the nature around her and other situations. This was perfectly executed, and kudos to you on that. And then moving on with the second method that you can use is giving pauses. Pauses are intermediately the best way in which you can control these fillers. It's not wrong to pause for a brief moment, like 2 to 3 seconds. It won't hurt the other person. It just provides a basic foundation for your own speech. Then this was used by Toastmaster Bala and Toastmaster Shivansh. Kudos to you for that. Then moving on to practicing the speech multiple times. The more you practice, the better you can execute. This was well observed in Toastmaster Sanidhya's speech. Kudos to you. Then the very last tip that I would like to give is keep going. Don't abruptly stop. If you are at a roadblock, you don't just stop and ponder over why there's a roadblock. You try to fill it up, bring up some innovative idea, or just keep going around it. If you have a puddle on a road, you just go around it. You don't try to pass only through that. So that is one of the tips. This was best used by Toastmaster Manoj, where he has just continued on and on and on, but he did not stop to fill the gap using a filler. And those were the tips from my part. Other than that, you guys have done a wonderful job with maintaining no fillers and perfectly framed sentences. So with that, I would like to take a thank you note. Thank you all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Utham, for that evaluation. Now, coming back to our tag teams evaluation, first, let's go ahead with our with our timer, Toastmaster Jiya. No, with our timer, Toastmaster Chirayu. So when Toastmaster Chirayu came in for his introduction, he did go ahead and tell that he'll be showing the green card, yellow card, and red card at the respective times. But what you could have also done is you could have actually shown the red card, the background. So when you're saying that you're going to be showing a green background, you can go ahead and show that green background so that the other person knows, okay, this is how it's going to look, because it's an online setup, and sometimes we may not have background access, and you might choose to take a placard and raise the green card. So the clarity of knowing how it's going to happen is very necessary for the speaker. Next, coming on to when you were showing the cards, you were showing it for a brief moment of 20, no, not 20, 10 to 5 seconds, and turning off your video. So whenever you do display timer cards, it's done for the complete duration. So let's say your timer card was supposed to be shown at 1 minute 30 seconds, green card, and then yellow at 2 minutes and red at 2 minutes 30. So from 1 minute 30 seconds to 2 minutes, your green card has to be on. And then from 2 to 2:30, it has to be your yellow. And from 2:30 till the speech elapses, it has to be green. Because sometimes the speaker might miss the signal. So we do not want that to happen. That's why we do this. Rest of it was all fine. Your report in the end was wonderful. There's nothing much to be said. You did not take too much time. You were on point and you gave the report well. So that's it for you. Were good at your timer's job. Kudos to you on that. Now moving on to our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Jiya. When Toastmaster Jiya came in for her introduction, you were wonderful when you explained the word of the day and the idiom of the day. But what you should have also done is you should have used the word and the idiom in a sentence, because it's a setup and there are people trying to incorporate these new words at the same time in their speech. Because let's say one of the prepared speeches wanted to incorporate your idiom of the day or the word of the day, but since they did not know how it is supposed to be used in a sentence, they might not have. So that's a very fine line between understanding the meaning and understanding how it's used. So one thing that you can do in your next grammarian role is include this in your introduction. When it comes to your grammarian report, it was very well done. Kudos to you on that and wonderful job. So next, moving on to our counter's introduction. Our counter's introduction was precise and to the point. You did a very good job on that. And when we come to your counter report, I am not sure. I'm a bit skeptical if there were no CRPFs used at all in the meeting, because to my notice only I had like 2 or 3 usages. I mean, it's fine to miss them because we are just so caught up in the flow of the meeting and the speeches that we end up missing those tiny ers and ahs, and gaps. So you can just have a more keen ear the next time, but rest of it, you explaining how to avoid CRPS in future meetings, wonderfully done. A very great job. So kudos to the tag team, and thank you for helping me out with this role. So when we come to the general evaluation segment, the meeting started 5 to 7 minutes late. I mean, it's a huge, I don't know, it's a happy moment for me looking at the meeting only start 5 to 7 minutes late, because we generally have half an hour and 45 minutes late start of meetings. So wonderfully done on that. It's a great improvement. Let's try starting it on time from the next time. Also, all of the speakers were considerably within their time limits, and some might have exceeded their time limits by 30 seconds, which is understandable because table topics, you're supposed to do it on the spot. But try keeping yourself within the time limits. And also, when you're in an online setup, make sure that you're able to see the timer. If not, let us know as soon as you notice that you're not able to view the timer. And one thing other than that, which I would like to highlight, is something that Toastmaster Manoj highlighted, that it is on my part, it is a fault on my part as well, because initially when we were in the meeting, all our videos were off, which is not a great way to start a meeting, because right now I can see faces and I understand that what I'm trying to say is reaching the other end, because it's an online setup. So it's very difficult to understand if what I'm trying to convey is going to the other end or not. So it's very nice to see all the faces and look at them, understand. Like a nod is enough for a speaker to understand that, yes, what I am trying to say is being conveyed. So a nod, a smile, exactly, those facial gestures are very important. So it was pointed out by Toastmaster Manoj. Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj, for doing that. I think he's left the meeting, but thank you for that. And that's pretty much it for the general report. So we'll be having our forms sent out. You can fill in the forms for the best of tag team, the best of Big Four, and all of that. So Toastmaster Aaryan, are the forms ready? Aaryan Gera, are the forms ready?
Yes, I'll be sharing the form in about a minute or two, so you can be on the lookout for that.
Sure. So while all of you fill the form, if there's any speaker who would like to come up and talk about how their week went, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, by the way, I think there were no fillers. I kept a keen eye. I was just listening to speeches. I didn't find it because they were using the pauses very effectively. So that's why it might have felt as if there was a filler there or not.
Okay. So since the forms are being sent out, and this is it for the general evaluation segment, I would like to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shivansh.
I hope I'm both audible and visible again. Yeah. Is this form available for everyone? Okay, so Toastmaster Mamta, the form would be shared in the role takers group also. From there, you can access it. Thank you, Toastmaster Saanvi, for taking up the role of a general evaluator and for giving that detailed evaluation for all the facets of the meeting. And being an old member of the club, it is a huge improvement that we started the meeting just 5 to 7 minutes late compared to our usual 30 to 40 minutes. So I guess being online does have its perks. And so, yeah, coming to the theme of the day, some last few sentences before I give the mic to the presiding officer. So now Toastmaster Saanvi herself is in her first year, and many people, a couple of people from the first year, they have talked to me, especially one of them being from a branch only. As they were talking, I just told to them that, see, please enjoy the first year. You can take the tension of all the years when you are finally in your final year. That's when being tense makes sense. First year, just enjoy because basically the syllabus is from 12th only. Whatever you studied for J, that's the syllabus for the first year. Now, final year, I'm still looking for a job. So if anyone could refer me anywhere, that would be good. And the form has been shared to everyone. I hope everyone just goes and vote there. So now coming to the final year, it's kind of an emotional moment for me, being just 6 months away from passing out of the college. I'm not exactly too emotional about it. I am kind of happy. You know, going away from this part of my life wasn't the best of my days. I would prefer going back to school if I had the chance. But then again, it is everything a person needs to go through. I went through it. I think everyone else has also went through it. So, best of luck for the first years. And I see there are no second years. Oh no, Toastmaster Aaryan is there. So you have 2 years remaining. Best of luck for that. Then the third years again, best of luck. And only the only guy who's there from fourth year is already placed. His life is already settled. So let's everyone just congratulate Toastmaster Daksh. He's, and for all of you who don't know, Toastmaster Daksh is our batch and branch topper. Like he is our valedictorian if we have one. I'm not sure if we have it or not. But if we had it, it would have been Toastmaster Daksh for sure. So congratulate him. And yeah, that would be all from my side. I'll hand over the mic to the presiding officer, presiding officer, Toastmaster Sanidhya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivansh. And here we are at the end of this very meeting. I enjoyed it. I hope you all did too. And the voting link was out, but then I think there are a few changes. So after that, I request Aaryan to clear all the previous responses. And once that is done, we all can vote again. By the time that is being done, I would like our guests to give us a few feedbacks that they have from their end. Toastmaster Bala and Toastmaster Mamta. I see only two, right? Yeah. Toastmaster Mamta, yes.
Uh, to be honest, there's no such feedback I will like to give, but I overall really enjoyed the meeting, the how you guys have structured the meeting, how you every tag team have explained their role, everyone has given the fully descriptions of their role. So overall, I'm very happy to attend today meeting. So yes, that's wonderfully done, because I have also attended the other meeting, right? So yes, I have taken so many things from you guys that we I can uh, incorporate in our meeting where I attend it's offline. So kudos to you, everyone. Every one of you played a role very well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking up a role and helping us with the speech evaluation. It was a wonderful evaluation. Thank you for evaluating me for that matter. And hope to see you here again. Toastmaster Bala.
Yes, I'll firstly thank you for having me here. And I would like to thank Toastmasters Sharanya. I reached out to her to give me the link and she shared it. Thanks for that. The reason why people like me and the person who was there, he is also my friend, so I'll not call him Toastmaster, but he's Manoj. We keep joining different meetings across the globe, not just within India, but we love to do that, and both of us love to participate, at least in table topics for that matter. To just give a brief about myself, I also have an Amrita connection. I did my MBA from Amrita School of Business in Coimbatore.
Oh, right.
So I have that Amrita connection, and that's where when I saw that there was an Amrita Toastmasters meeting, I just reached out to Toastmaster Sharanya, can you give me that meeting link so that I can join? And I did do join. But I had messaged in the chat, and I don't know how many of you read it. I had to join a meeting, my official meeting, but that kind of got cancelled or delayed. I did not feel that this is a college kind of Toastmasters meeting. It looked like a real seasoned Toastmasters meeting with all the role takers being so professional. Like they have been in Toastmasters, and that is the advantage you all have. See, all of you are, if I'm not wrong, below 21 or 22 years. All of you are below that, right? And for people like me who joined Toastmasters in 44 years or something like that, we had to kind of go around and go for those meetings, attend those meetings to come up. You all have that advantage already with you. If you are doing it so great at this age, imagine what you'll do when you are in the 30s or 40s. So that is the advantage that you all have. Keep that with you. I really wish to see such great Toastmasters coming up and probably winning us some world speech championships in the future. And that will happen when you start so young. You will definitely come up. I just joined Toastmasters in 2022. Why did I join only in 2022? It was procrastination. It was every time tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. But yes, finally I decided to take the plunge. I joined, and like I said in the beginning, I even now chartered a club of my own in my company. But you all have that advantage. Keep that with you and don't leave the spirit of Toastmasters, because it will always help you, not just in your professional, but even in your personal life, it will help you. And I'm not here to market about Toastmasters or something. I'm definitely a business development person. I'm not going to sell you Toastmasters. But I feel this is one of the best decisions I have taken in my life. It was delayed, is the only worry I have. Now, the only thing I will leave it all is with some of you are in the final year, and some of you maybe are in the first year or second year. Only thing I will leave you is college life is the best life you have. Enjoy it. Don't get stressed out, because this moment you may not get once you come to the corporate world. With that, I hand it over back to you, Toastmaster Sanidhya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bala, for those amazing words. I definitely agree with all the things that you just told. And I think we definitely have this wonderful opportunity that we can make good use of. And possibly that was what I was trying to convey through my speech also today. So, everyone, please do take roles. Okay, we have Toastmaster Bala also convincing us through that. We have this wonderful opportunity, so actively take part. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bala, and hoping to see you here again. I see Toastmaster Roshni also. I'm not sure if I took the introduction in the beginning. If possible, can you please introduce yourself and give us a feedback?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay. So sorry. Hi, guys. I'm so sorry I used a derogatory, guys. Hi, Toastmasters, because this has been a fantastic session. I'm sorry I can't come on camera because the network is really poor right now.
No worries.
And I'm really glad I joined the session because it was on my radar and I wanted to join in, but I got a little bit delayed. Nevertheless, it was a fantastic experience, and I especially love the spirit that you are still continuing it, because a lot of corporate clubs are shut shop. We are too lazy to actually go ahead and have our meetings. So I love that in spite of your daily busy schedules, you are taking time to conduct these sessions on time, and it's fantastic. And just like Toastmaster Manoj said, I attend a lot of external club events since I joined Toastmasters. Although unlike him, I'm pretty new to Toastmasters myself. And I joined your session today because I'm a huge fan of Toastmaster Janani, and I believe she's from your club.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
she is.
So thank you. I didn't hear her today, but I look forward to attending future sessions. And whoever is the VP Ed or will be, in case you the term changes in January, please do send me the link. I'll put my official email ID in the chat so that you can share the email link, or I'll follow you on WhatsApp so that I get the invites. Is that okay?
Sure. Definitely that will be done. Thank you so much for attending this meeting, and I hope to see you again. Okay, so the form has been shared again. I think everyone, you can go ahead and drop your votes.
Yeah, the form is shared in both the Teams chat as well as the role takers group. So I request everyone who has filled in either of them, do not fill it again, because there is a error if I collect emails. So I request it to be one per person. The latest link which has been shared in the team's chat has also been pinned in the role takers group. So for those who have already filled, um, great. For those who haven't, kindly fill it.
Sanidhya, will there be any other meeting further on?
We will have
20.
one more meeting. Yes.
20.
Yes. Toastmaster Sharanya and Toastmaster Aaryan are the people to answer that question. I just, I mean, yeah, we should have one more. Okay. Starting with the results. Okay. So the best of tag team, we have a tie between Toastmaster Utham and Toastmaster Jiya. So congratulations to you both. For the best of table topic speakers, we have Toastmaster Bala. Congratulations. For the best of speech evaluators, we have Toastmaster Manoj. So congratulations to Toastmaster Manoj as well. For the best of Big Four, I don't know if I should say it best of Big Four or best of speakers, but then it's Toastmaster Daksh as speaker come table topics master. And I mean, you were also a speaker, but then for best of speakers, we have Toastmaster Sharanya. So congratulations to Toastmaster Sharanya as well. Congratulations to all the winners. And with this, we come towards the end of the meeting. So I declare meeting number 270, themed the final year, closed. The session is now open for networking, and thank you all for attending this amazing meeting.